Many heat engines run in cycles, and to analyze the physics of a heat engine, physicists have found it useful to create a graph of that cycle in what is called a PV diagram. And so on the key concept slide is a very simple circular diagram of for a hypothetical heat engine. It turns out that circle is a vast oversimplification of reality. One of the things that is conveyed here is there are some arrows showing that we should interpret this cycle as involving clockwise motion in PV space, in other words, pressure versus volume space. If you go the other way, it's not going to be an engine, it turns out. Although there are other kinds of devices that might be relevant for, but not for engines. I'm going to sketch really quickly here, because if you wonder, like, well, okay, you just drew a circle right there. We're going to look at some of the examples, and we're going to see some more realistic looking graphs for real types of engines. But I'm just going to sketch really quickly and say, like an ordinary gasoline engine, the graph might actually look a little bit like this, and we'll see an example like this. But it tends to usually look something like that. Again, this is just my rough sketch of the cycle. So obviously that is not a circle, but what it does have in common with what's on the key concept slide is that it is a closed path, and the cycle that the engine would follow would correspond to motion along this path graphed in pressure versus volume in a clockwise direction.